Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing vaccinations for COVID and tax issues associated therewith. A recent article from Thai PBS World, that's thaipbsworld.com, article is titled, Thai Revenue Department Denies Imported COVID-19 Vaccines Are Double Taxed. Quoting directly, Thailand's Revenue Department has refuted an allegation that it will levy double taxation on COVID-19 vaccines imported by the private sector, resulting in higher charges for inoculations. Samai Siri Udomset, spokesperson for the Revenue Department Tax Collection Strategic Advisor, confirmed today, Thursday, that the double taxation allegation is misleading and inaccurate. She said that only 7% V.A.T. 7% tax or V.A.T. is charged, not 14% as widely misunderstood. So apparently there was something going around that there was even more tax associated with the COVID vaccines that were being imported. It appears, what I suspect that this was the case is you have an importer, they bring it in, and they're subject to 7% VAT on its way in, and then maybe they sell it on to, for lack of a better term, kind of like a retailer, although this isn't like clothing or something. We're talking about vaccinations, but they sell it on to somebody who they have to do V.A.T. to that person. But for those who understand how the V.A.T. system works here in Thailand, for those who don't, that's value-added tax. Basically, the person who is selling it on, they get a credit. So you don't actually compound the 7% from person to person. It actually only goes up incrementally because the person who sells it onward, they get to credit what they paid in V.A.T. on their V.A.T. tax return, basically what they file every month. And then the next person gets to credit what they had to pay in V.A.T. So it just kind of passes forward, but it does not compound. I think that's what people are failing to understand with respect to this. And we deal with a lot of tax matters here in the office, and we have accountants here and lawyers who are rather specialized at this point dealing with V.A.T. specifically. And understanding V.A.T., especially for those who don't come from a country that has V.A.T., for example, like the U.S., when you first see it, you think everything is just taxed to the hilt and it's all compounded. Once you understand how the credit system works, as a practical matter, it's not compounded. It does increase to some degree a little bit incrementally as the underlying price goes up, and then you have to deal with 7% of that. But the long story short, no, there's not it's not like it's going to be doubled up because it passed through an importer on to whoever finally is administering the vaccine. So there seemed to be that misconception. We thought we'd go ahead and do a video on that, and it looks like the tax situation on this is really not much different than anything else which is imported here into the Kingdom of Thailand.